Everyone, welcome again to this second half of the show. So today from 1 o'clock to 4 till close, the bell close, we're going to be live here and let's see what's going on in the market. Let's take a quick recap and see exactly what's happening as we start our afternoon show today. The market have been pretty much, let's see the overall market, what it is doing right now, what the market is doing right now. Let's see green there. It takes a while to read. Yeah, so market in green territory. Let's look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500, what is it doing? The S&P 500 SPY is down 0.31% to the downside and some change. Okay, look at this move, right? Pre-market this morning before the midday show started, we are having a hefty pullback from here on the market side. Pullback, the market is pulling back. Let's see some option trades here, trading options. If we come all products, we can see the option trades for today. Not much, lot of negativity on call options and put options. So implied volatility percentage change there. We can see the percentage change of the call options all in the negative side. Yeah, so absolutely. So we're going to see how this impacts the overall market. We know Bitcoin Mendes around 82,000. We know Bitcoin around 82,000. IBIT, if you go back and look at IBIT is at 49.33. Let's see if there is any pullback for IBIT this afternoon as we head into 1 o'clock. Yes, so IBIT is up 0.3% there to the upside for IBIT. Bitcoin, that's the ETF for Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin surpass SPY to become the largest ETF? Okay, Peter Schiff wants Americans will be harmed most when Bitcoin bubbles pop, says US has biggest crypto lobby. All right. So actually, yes. So that's what we're seeing here right now is that the SPY is down 0.33%. All right. This is common trend that we've been seeing for the past few weeks. VIX. Let's see VIX. VIX. What the VIX is doing. We have some announcement at 1 o'clock today. What was that announcement for? We have some announcement at 1. Look at the VIX first. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is it's not that the VIX is not that high, but look at that. All right, today pre-market. So this is the volatility index, the VIX. It was up and then market open, the VIX there. Look at this move. So remember, the VIX is always opposite with the market. If the market is going down, the VIX goes up. If the market is going up, the VIX goes down. Look at that move. Market keep going down. As the VIX keep going down, the market keep going up. Look at this settlement here, and then boom. Okay, uncertainty come again. So that's what we're talking about. A lot of uncertainties in this market as we navigate through this market every day here at bulls versus bears. Today looks like balance between the bulls versus bears. Yesterday we saw a massive change. All right, bears step into the market, destroy the market yesterday. So today we're seeing a little bit of kind of rest from the bears. On Monday, Tuesday, we saw the bulls take over with the market. There was a hectic pull there for the bulls. However, yesterday we saw the bears where they step in heavily, sold the market. Today we're seeing that nothing much actually happening. It's more like a balance. Remember at the morning show, we saw a great move by Tesla. Look, Tesla is giving all back. Tesla when for the high for the day was what, 291.85. It gave it all back. It's giving it all back, right? It was up like what, 8% to the upside. So we've seen this. This is very, very common. We've been seeing right now on this market, right? At the initial stage, the market will start going up at a rapid pace, and then it reverses again on the other side. So that's how volatile this market is. Look at this morning, we saw Tesla make this significant move all the way to 291. All right. And all of a sudden, it pulls back. This was around 10:55. It just pulls back here, keep pulling all the way to the downside. Lose what is 278 now, like $10 in the morning. All right. Tesla was up like 8% today before this move. This move was like 8% move, and now it's going back. Now it's just up to 2.3% to the upside for TSLA. So this is exactly, it's the market is really, really confused. It's pretty much unpredictable right now. And GameStop, look at this move for GameStop. GameStop from this morning, it just went all the way down. Nike, we saw this move this morning as well. We are taking a closer look at Nike. Went all the way for the high for the day for Nike was 67.1, and then it keep going down as well. Same thing, 11 o'clock, the market keep going down. So these are the plays we look for, especially like the afternoon show is all about the learning about how to trade. All right. So most times from 9:30 to 11, most of the time the trend tends to reverse after 11. So what I mean by that is if the market is going up, but then by 11:30, you see a reversal trend. And the opposite is also true. So these are some of the things you keep an eye and look when you are trading. Be very careful. We look at Palantir as well, PLTR. PLTR, where is PLTR? Let's see. We saw a massive. This is SMCI, semiconductor. Let's see PLTR. What was it about? PLTR, as a PLTR reading there as 91.7. Okay, same thing happens again this morning. It went down a little bit. Okay, found some support around 89.75, and then straight to the upside around 10:45. It's the market starts slowing. The overall market starts slowing down, and then it's continuing to pull back during the midday. So this is a common trend we've been seeing recently in the market, as the market keep getting confused. The market is really not sure what is going to do, whether to go up or to go down or whatever. So these are some of the challenges when you trade in the market, right? It's pretty much, especially we have this type of president, it's pretty much unpredictable, because the president will be tweeting, posting in his truth social media platform, and then all of a sudden, the market changes. Okay. So let's look at some trending news right now. Say Homeland Security, Chris Nohim visited mega prison in El Salvador holding Venezuelan deported from the US. So the Homeland Security Secretary, Christine Nohem, I hope I pronounced her name right, visited the prison in Venezuela. Remember, this was a very controversial issue about the prisoners sent to Venezuela, how they are being treated there. People want to know. People are very curious about it, and so it's a very concerning situation. Especially we know the judge, they ruled to bring them back, but the plane, according to Trump and the cabinet, they said that the plane left already the U.S., so they already heading to Venezuela when they make that judge, or then they make that rule. So it is what it is. Yeah, let's see what's happening. The President Trump wants Congress to pass a bill that allow interest payment on loans for American-made vehicles to be tax deductible. So he's trying to convince Congress there to pass a bill which will allow interest payment on loans for Americans-made vehicles to be tax deductible. So that he is trying to encourage companies to come to the United States. As a result, it will boost trade and other stuff. So these are some of the things we are looking at today in the afternoon as the market keep rolling. We keep our eyes on the market overall, what's happening, and how we are going to tackle this markets today. So far so good. The market uh, have been proven stubborn, so much volatility, and we are going to keep our eyes on it and keep seeing what's happening and how this will be overall, how this will work out. Okay, so I'm going to share this now so that yeah, so you can follow, you can watch this live right now. So yes, so yeah, so it is what it is. We're going to see that right now how this market, as a result of these tariffs, we are seeing now the VIX is pulling back again. So as we approaching uh 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so just after one here, so we're seeing that the market is also pulling back, meaning that the VIX, okay, a lot of confidence coming back in to the market. So we'll see how that continues to play as we keep our eye on the news. Okay, lawmakers in Florida are currently considering a bill that will significantly roll back child labor protections in an effort to make it easier for employers to hire for roles previously filled by undocumented immigrants. So this is what we're saying. So this is in Florida, has a plan to fill jobs after immigration crackdown. So most of the jobs here, like that's what we saw the job number report this morning, right? So most of the uh, issues that we face in the US is the crackdown of immigrants. All right, most jobs, people don't want to do those jobs. All right, US citizens don't want to do those jobs, but as immigrants coming here to the United States, you don't mind doing certain jobs, right? Because you're here to make money. So now this crackdown has resulted to shortage of workers. So now Florida is trying to implement a law wherein they can, you know, allow child labor. That's basically what it's saying in a nutshell. Okay, to allow child labor. Okay, or to protect child labor. Okay, back child labor protection, significantly roll back child labor protection. So in other words, they will roll back child labor protection. So some companies will employ children so that they can work and boost the economy, because now most of the immigrants are have been this crackdown of immigrants. Okay, so we saw the U.S. jobless claims this morning, this 8:30. Okay, it was estimated to be 225,000, but it came out to be 224K. All right, prior it was 225, so we're seeing less jobless claims month over month. Last month it was 225. This month it is 224. Okay, we saw the GDP growth for Q4, December, ended December last year. The fourth quarter of December last year, it was 2.4%. Okay, so that was, we had a growth. Okay, but the growth was 2.4%, and PCE prices this morning was 2.4% versus 2.4% estimated, and it was 1.5% prior. So core prices there we see increase. So retail inventory also ex auto, it was 0.1%. So that was some of the this morning the numbers that came out 8:30 this morning. Yeah, we talked about that in our morning show, right? In the morning show, we look at those numbers and how they impacting. So now it's what, almost 1:15. At 1:15, we're going to look at the overall market and see how what's happening in the overall market. But for now, the market is pretty much quiet. Okay, so we saw natural gas storage and the report this 10:30. It was what, $37 billion versus $37 billion estimated. They estimated the numbers to be $37 billion. It's come out to be, yeah, just that. Okay, and yeah, okay. Prior was 9 billion, so we know Trump is like drill, baby, drill, right? That's his slogan for natural gas people to drill. So because of that, as a result, then people are drilling. So we saw more money coming now into the natural gas. Wanted to say grass. I don't know what natural gas can do for us. So Russia, Putin says geopolitical rivalry has heated up in Arctic. US has long-eyed Greenland. US is serious about Greenland. US will promote its interest. Okay, in Greenland. So this the rhetoric. So President Trump have been saying that I know he want to have Greenland. He want to position U.S. position. Greenland is vital to U.S. position. All right. So these have put Greenland in the middle of a very nasty conversation and a nasty debate because look, Greenland now they want to acquire Greenland. So this is the thing. So U.S. used to have a base in Greenland after the Second World War because they wanted to like for security, for safety reasons. So United States wanted to have a secured nation. So Greenland is the main is the closest country to the United States from Europe. Okay, so if there is any attack from Europe or from Russia or from any other country, it has to come to Greenland. Will be a safe haven. So having Greenland because of natural resources, of course, we know the reserve that Greenland have, lithium reserve that Greenland had, and also for security reasons. So these are basically the reasons why they are trying to acquire Greenland, and US abandoned the base in Greenland, but during the previous administrations, and now China step into Greenland, like they build an airport in Greenland. So there are a lot of stuff, infrastructure happening in Greenland. So now the United States is seeing Greenland, as a threat. We are seeing China being in Greenland as a threat. So as a result, they want to really get hold to Greenland. So I know the JD Vance, the vice president, is gonna visit Greenland very soon. He is supposed to visit there. We saw during the election campaigns, and this guy, what's his name? Donald Trump Jr., he visited Greenland. We saw that as well. So it's going to be a very interesting debate going into this time, So let's see. So Greenland is in a very geopolitical situation right now. Okay, so US suspend financial contributions to World Trade Organization trading sources. Whoa, this is big. This is huge, guys. The United States just announced that they have suspended financial contribution to the World Trade Organization. So this is going to affect the world, the rest of the world, because remember, United States is the highest financial contributor, okay, to the United Nations, so all these international organizations. Okay, so United States suspending financial contributions, this will have a great impact. We've seen already impact on, according to the World Trade Organization, that HIV is expected to be increasing because of the United States suspending all these activities there. So this is going to be a very, very troubling news for the rest of the world. United States suspending financial contributions. This is troubling. It's troubling news. Absolutely troubling to hear. Okay, so this is trouble. Oh, it's 150 now. So let's look at the overall market, what the market is doing. Yeah, it's pretty much mixed. Okay, so we saw Tesla this morning, massive move for Tesla. It's pulling back. We saw Tesla went from in the 270s all the way to 291 before turning back. Now it's 278. We saw Tesla is up right now 2.4%. We remember this morning Tesla was up by around 8%. Which one is this? ABT is also up 3.4%. Visa is up. All right. MA Market is up. JP Morgan red, Google red, Nvidia. Oh, This is not good. Nvidia is down 1.6%. Apple is up 0.84%. Not that mixed. All the Mac 7s, look at the red in the, it's very mixed. Communication services, Meta is down. Okay, Google is down. All right, Google have been, AT&T is down, is green, sorry. Okay, so we're seeing consumer staples today is little bit. Consumer staples is green. That Walmart, Costco, all these Procter and Gamble, all these companies, they are green this afternoon. So far, we've seen energy red. Yesterday, we saw energy participated on that move. Yesterday, we saw all these, Mag 7 names been destroyed. So let's see what that holds for the market. But it's not looking good here at all today for the market, as the SPY continue to struggle, continue to be on the downside. Let's look at the futures now. Let's take a look at the futures. Okay, now this is S&P mini 57.49. Okay, look at this trend for the day. It hit 57.75. That was the high for the day, and then look, the low for the day was what, 57.20. That was the low for the day. Now it's 57.50. If we will see, like, pretty much the market settling down. We saw this massive move this morning until around 11:15. Then the market just start to fade away again. This has been a common trend for the market so far. All this all throughout since Trump came to office, right? We've seen these volatility moves. All right, this is the Russell 2000. So same thing, market goes up, get to certain levels, and then pull back again, and then just bouncing around. All right, the Nasdaq, same thing, market opens to the upside, and then just bouncing around. Okay, crude oil again, same thing, market goes up, pulls back to the and the same thing with the Dow again. Look at the Dow. The Dow is down 0.26%. At least crude oil is up at 0.13. Yeah, the gold. Yeah, gold have been. You see, this the thing with gold. When companies are struggling, when the stock market is struggling, gold tends to, everybody run to gold, right? Gold is like the safe haven. Otherwise, 120. Let's look at the forex here, the euro dollars. Euros. Today the euro is strong over the dollar. Okay, we saw that. Okay, even the Aussie dollar is stronger than the US dollars today. US dollar is a little bit weaker there. Okay, dollar stronger than the Japanese yen over here, but the same thing as we saw yesterday. So remember, if the market continue to be weaker, the USD continues to be stronger. If the market continues to be stronger, the USD continues to be weaker. So this is how it all plays out here in the market as of 120 right now. According to the Associated Press, French prosecutors seek 7-year sentence for Sarkozy in Libya campaign financial trials. Whoa, that's a interesting news there. And the former president of France, okay, have been seek to be prosecuted for 7-year sentence. Okay, remember the war in Libya that resulted to the death of Muammar Gaddafi. Okay, the Libyan dictator. So the French president at the time was Sarkozy. So the prosecutors are seeking 7-year sentence for him for his financial campaign financing campaign financing trials. All right. So that's a huge news here as well. Again, some huge headlines coming all over the world right now. So So, a lawyer for AP for the Associated Press asked a federal judge to reinstate its access to the White House press pool. So we remember this incident that happens. We are in, the Associated Press was banned from the White House press pool. So they went to court. Now they are asking the judges to reinstate them back to go to participate in the White House. Okay, so remember they banned them recently on that. All right. So remember, April 2nd will be the great day, according to Donald Trump, about tariffs. and all that. So the market is really, really trying to figure itself out as this uncertainty continues in the market. And yeah, we'll wait and see what that holds, what that means. On the second, we saw yesterday the 25% tariff announced for the auto industry. Okay, so companies that suffers from that, like GM, General Motors. Let's see what General Motors is doing. Tesla, we saw Tesla today. It sounds good. Tesla is giving up everything again from this morning. It all right. Everything that it did is giving it all up again. This have been the norm for Tesla. Tesla is really not. Uh, Tesla is struggling. Tesla is struggling. That's all I can say right now. The market all is struggling, yes, sure, but Tesla is absolutely struggling as well. All right, let's look at Ford. That's where General Motors is down almost 7%. Right? Yeah, this is this is not surprising as of yesterday when the president come out and levy tariffs on companies, okay, on auto industry. So who will suffer? General Motors. Is That's why you see General Motors is down like what, 7%. So the downside for General Motors. Ford. Let's look at Ford, not forward. Okay, Ford. F. Ticker symbol is F there for Ford. Let's look at what Ford is doing. Ford is down what, 2%, 2.5%. Look at this move for Ford. Market open all the way, just continue breathing, selling off. As the market open, we continue to sell off. All right, after around 11 o'clock, start to pick up some space. 10:30 again, struggling. So this is tariff right here, right now, right? So this is how tariffs impact the economy. So now we're talking about Ford here. Ford is struggling. We're talking about General Motors is struggling. We talk about Tesla. Tesla is struggling. These are the major auto industries here in the United States. And as the president continues to announce these tariffs, it's going to impact these companies. And this is exactly how these companies have been impacted. Their stock prices are falling and continue to fall. Look at that, General Motors down 7%. Tesla today, this morning was up like 8%. Now it's only up 1.24% and continue to go down. We might see these levels here, 271.43. Make some money to the upside for Tesla today, like what, 18 to 19 bucks in the money for Tesla, but it's giving it all back. Okay, we're giving it all back again. So we're going to see there at 271.43. If Tesla goes to that level, we'll see probably bulls will going to step the bulls. Okay, probably we might see they will step and buy this stock, but until we saw a clear direction, this has been the norm for the market so far since this president took office. All right, guys, we'll continue to monitor the market as it is 1:25 now here in New York time. Universities that felt emboldened to challenge the administration during the first Trump presidency are more focused on avoiding the huge financial consequences of attracting his IRA this time. Okay, we know he dismantled the Ministry of Education. Yes, he did. Surely did. RFK Jr. cuts at the Department of Health and Human Services means for you. Okay, the health agency is affected and how it could impact you. We know that report. That's not much of an impact. So basically, what I normally do is that I will go to Twitter, try to capture, because X, formerly known as Twitter, is where you capture most of the recent news and how that impact the market. So all this, so normally I go through the X platform. I'm also at X. I do post there some earnings reports and information I see, like I knows about, and I don't see it at there. I'll just post it. Okay, so we get a lot of information. We got a lot of information on X. All right, X is like it's like, how can I say it? Wall Street. is the main street for Wall Street, if you know what I mean. X, Reddit, you get quick information there as well, and try to, yeah, of course, you don't just hear information at X and then you just jump on it and act on it. No, you look at the information, you look at the news, then you look at how the market will react. Okay, sometimes good news is bad news, sometimes bad news is good news for the market. Like this morning, we saw the jobless claim numbers, so that's bad news. We saw people are um, filing for unemployment less. We have less jobless numbers, but that's good news, right? For normally that's good news because people are getting jobs, people are not losing their job. But that's bad news for the market. What I mean by that, because the market is struggling right now. It needs something because the Fed have to cut interest rate. But if people are working and everything is okay, the Fed will not cut interest rate. And if Fed doesn't cut interest rate, the market will continue to go down because then it pipe pressure on companies more. So that's why I say good news, well, it might be bad news might be good news. Okay. So the market is just looking for something that will make it that will boost confidence, consumer confidence. Okay. So that's why those numbers were like bad news. Okay, good news for people are not losing their jobs, but bad news, the market now say, oh, so the Fed is not going to cut interest rate in May, so it just June. Okay, we'll see that Fed wire or something, how they call that, where you can go and see what's the what the percentage, 57% that the Fed will cut interest rate in June. Okay. Yeah, so the Financial Times, let's look at the Financial Times. So there's some of the key topics there. Okay, so Putin imperial mission destroy freedom in Russia. Okay, victory in the Ukraine war will serve as the perfect justification for autocracy at home. So we know the peace ongoing there in between Ukraine and Russia. All right, we know that that talk is still ongoing. We know President Trump want that war to come to an end, and also for Ukraine to sign the deal. So he's been in communication with Zelensky, and President Zelensky is ready to do the deal. So the talk is ongoing there. I think they have issues with land, who can have what land when the peace talk complete. So that's the thing, that's the issue right now. So Trump assault on the rule of law, the speed and intent is remarkable. So President Trump is calling for impeachment of certain judges. Okay, so that's what that headline is about. Okay, so we'll see what this market will plan to do as we approach 130. Now, Tesla continue to sink to the downside, giving up um, all those wins this morning. Look at that, just Super Bowl to the upside and then tanking is bleeding to the downside. This have been the norm for Tesla. It's not holding all these gains. It made a massive gains this morning from what? From 270 to 291. That's like what? $21. It I know it was 8%. Now it's giving it all back to the downside for Tesla. So all those gains, it's giving it all back as this tariff continue to be an issue in the market. Washington Post just said that the Justice Department has proposed merging the Drug Enforcement Administration with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive as part of a dramatic shift in the operation of the department, component agencies, and headquarter division. All right, Justice Department has proposed merging the Drug Enforcement Administration with Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearm, Explosive as part of a dramatic shift in the operation of the Department of Component Agencies. It's got a divisions, Department of Justice. Okay, so they're trying to merge these two agencies here. So they proposed. Okay, so it doesn't mean that gonna be in effect. So the Justice Department is just proposing that they merge these two, the Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA) with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco. So this is part of the Department of Government Efficiency. So like they have so many agencies here in the United States. So trying to see how best they can match them together. So maybe that will, I don't know how that will be of any help. So Liz Truss does not does not a growth strategy, not being distrust, does not a growth strategy make. So in rushing, it fiscal fences the spring statement risk otherwise well-meaning reform be debauched. Okay, India want to offer a third way for global tech. So nothing so special right now for the market. I can say no special news right now. We will just look at Trump social again, his and see what he is posting on his social platform to see how that, because remember whatever he posts will straight up impact the market. Okay, so I'm looking at there, he 2 hours ago he posted Pambondi attorney general early this morning. One of the top leaders of MSTT was apprehended. He was the leader for the East Coast, one of the top three in the entire country, right here in Virginia. He is an illegal alien from El Salvador, and he will not be living in our country much longer. Wow, that's a huge news, guys. That's a very huge news. So, the Attorney General just reported this morning that one of the top leaders of the MS-13, okay, we know the MS-13, the gang group is it in Venezuela? I think it's in Venezuela. You can check, you can fact check me on that. Okay, so I think it's in Venezuela. So they apprehend him in Virginia, as per So this part of the illegal crackdown. Okay, so that's a huge news for that. Let's see, Pambondi from the second Donald Trump to office. Okay, so we're seeing all those things. So nothing new so far. It's been 2 hours since Donald Trump first posted something, I'm sure. So auto workers for Trump founder Brian Panbaker on President Trump auto tariffs. So here an announcement like this, that auto tariffs that's going to force the auto companies to build their assembly plant in the United States instead of right across the border in Mexico is music to our ears. All right. So people are rejoicing. So remember, was it on Monday? Hyundai announced a $20 billion investment here in the United States. All right, industry. We've seen a lot of investment coming in as these tariffs continue to become an issue. And so what that means is that there will be more and more investment happening here in the United States instead of like, because this plant with these tariffs with tariff. So remember why he is actually tariffing Mexico and Canada, because these companies, they are building factories in China. If Chinese factories are building factories in Mexico and Canada, and then bringing those products here in the United States, and the US is the biggest consumer, all right, in the world. So everybody wants the US market to sell their product in the US market. So that's why his tariff is kind of bit working. So short term, as he said, and his secretary Besant also said that in the short term there would be a bloodbath, like strenuous constraint in the market, but long term is going to be better. So let's wait and see. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. Okay. So he tweeted, he on his Truth Social some this morning, he said that whatever happened to the $8 million given by our government to radical left political magazine, or whatever you would call it, owned by wealthy guys, this money should be taken back by Doge ASAP. Also, is Stacey Abrams going to give back the $2 billion they funnel into her environmental fund just prior to my assuming office? She went from $100 in donation to $2 billion in just one day. Not bad. Get back the money. So he is instructing the Department of Government Efficiency to investigate, to get back the money from Politico and this and Stacey Abrams, okay, donations. So these are very crucial. These are very significant amount of figures, if that's true, and we'll see how that turns out to be. Say he gave Elon Musk and Doge my permission to audit anyone receiving our tax dollars. All right. So yeah, Tesla, as it approaches the 271 there, okay, moving average, and VWAP. So it's kind of scaling down a little bit. It's looking like it's want to respect this low of the day. Remember, this was the first pullback from this morning when it went parabolic and then it pulls back. So the market is at that level, 273.69. It seems like it's respecting that level. Let's see if it continues, if it can go back to the upside or it will just continue to tank. So basically, that's Tesla, and now we Palantir not doing much. PLTR, General Motor also, they're pretty much all flat. Pretty much flat. General Motor tanked this morning after that auto news about that tariff, 25% tariff news. So it's pretty much not doing anything extraordinary. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see what's gonna be here tonight. SEC, there was certain what was it? SEC Crypto Task Force to host 4 more roundtables. All right. Crypto, let's look at crypto. IBIT, what IBIT is doing this morning. We can take a look. We can take a quick look at IBIT. Crypto. Remarks at the SEC roundtable on artificial intelligence in the financial industry. Crypto, yeah, nothing much about bit. Yeah, crypto is not doing much. Let's look at Mara, IBIT. Mara is also another one. Yeah, yeah. Mara is not. Mara is down 1.12%. Yeah, IBIT is up 0.37%. Let's see how what's where crypto is at right now. Cryptocurrency. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up or what? Bitcoin is 86,000 right now. Not bad. It's been bouncing back. Let's see if I can see here Bitcoin. If I can pull up Bitcoin. BTC, sorry, BTC, Bitcoin. Mm, let's see BTC. President Trump, Canadian Prime Minister Carney held first call today. Wow. All right, breaking news, guys. So President Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Carney held first call today. So we'll know soon what comes out of that call, and we'll see how that, and especially with tariffs, right, with Canada, and we'll see how that plays out. All right. Stocks slide as auto tariffs boost Tesla, Rivian, and hit GM, Ford. All right. So yeah, so Rivian, we know Rivian also is another electric car. Tesla is, of course, everyone knows about Tesla has been an electric car. Okay, Tesla is, yes, this morning Tesla was doing fantastic, but not anymore. We didn't look at Rivian. We didn't look at Rivian today. Let's see. So this is Bitcoin ETF, so not really much there. Let's look at Rivian. RIVN. I think that's the name of the ticker symbol. Rivian. Rivian, RIVN. Yeah, Rivian is up. Same thing like Tesla this morning. Okay, went up all the way, pulled back around 11. So 12 o'clock there is pulling back strong. So it held the volume weighted average price here. VWAP is holding. VWAP is holding. So if I break over on the VWAP here a little bit, But so far, so good. It's holding strong VWAP. We see the bulls are holding VWAP. If VWAP break, we might see a down to, a movement to 12.22 here. So we have like what, 2 more hours to go before this market closes, and it's been held in this very strongly. Let's see if this VWAP continue to hold. If it holds, we'll see probably a move back to the upside maybe today. But if it doesn't hold, if it breaks that level, if it breaks VWAP, then we might see back to this 12.22. So far so good. It's holding. It's up 5.7% to the upside. That's Rivian, and we know Rivian, right? The electric car. All right. So far so good. That's all I'm seeing here. It's up 5.6% to the upside. Options. This. Yeah, let's go to the moon. We are going to the moon. Rivian is still holding this level here. Yeah, let's say the over. Let's see what this spy is doing here. The spy. The spy is what? The spy is not moving much. All right, we see VIX volatility keep increasing. So as volatility keep increasing, we will see a so we'll be seeing a downward trend in the market. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. Remember, 2 o'clock we have the afternoon show. We have a rundown of the afternoon show. Okay, yeah. So stay tuned for 2 o'clock. Medicine has traditionally been about fixing a problem in the body. Couldn't tweaking an already healthy body make it to the mainstream? Listen to find out. Okay. Hood has ended federal housing support for illegal migrants. All right, HUD. Elon Musk America PAC is giving away a chance to win $1 million for signing their petitions in opposition to activist judges in Wisconsin. Yeah, we saw this. PAC, they are giving a chance to win $1 million for signing their petition. So if you sign the petition, you chance to win $1 million. All right, so this is like encouraging people to sign petitions to impeach certain judges that in Wisconsin. Okay, so whether this is democratic or not, we'll wait and see. Wisconsin President Trump and Elon Musk have both endorsed Brad Schimmel for the Wisconsin Supreme Court elections. Early voting is underway. Vote now. All right. GameStop is poised for its worst session since June 2024 after announcing a 1.3 billion convertible note offering. Okay, let's see. We saw that move for GME this morning. GME, GameStop. We all know the GameStop 2021 euphoria. Let's see what GameStop is doing. GameStop is poised for its worst session since June 2024. Whoa, look at that move. GameStop is down 24%. Wow. It announces a $1.3 billion convertible note offering. So, whoa, wow, what does that mean? Let's find out what this means. Okay, we find out this together. Let's go chat GPT. What does this mean for GameStop? What this means for GameStop? What this means for traders, all right? What this means for the what this means for investors and traders. What this means for investors and traders. This means bad news for short-term investors and traders holding GameStop. Jamie shares as the stock is likely to drop significantly. Here is why. Why? Key takeaway: dilution risk. A $1.3 billion convertible note offering means GameStop is raising capital by issuing debt that can later be convertible into stock. So they're trying to raise capital. Okay, how they gonna raise the capital? They're raising capital by issuing debt. So they're raising capital by issuing debt. Okay, that's what they are trying to do here. So that doesn't looks good for GameStop. That's why it's down 24.7% to the downside here for GameStop. Whoa. Okay, if converted, more shares enter the market, reducing the value of existing shares. So dilution, all right. So if this converted, more shares enter the market. So that means more shares enter the market, and what that means is that it reduced the value of existing shares. Kind of dilution. So these convertible bonds, convertible notes here, is diluting the GameStop. All right, they diluting the shares. You think of it like having a lemonade, okay, lemonade drink. All right, so you want to dilute the lemonade. What you do, you add water to dilute it. So they are adding $1.3 billion convertible note offering. So they're doing stock offering. So when they do stock offering, so they are borrowing money. So when they borrow money to finance their activities, that's bring the stock price down. That's why we see GameStop is down 25%. Okay, traders react negatively, dilution leading to a sell-off. So when that happens, okay, stock declining expected. So points, that's why for its worst session suggests that GameStop is experiencing a major drop, possibly double-digit losses. Okay, June 24 was likely a previous bad session, meaning it's one of the trader reactions. Short sellers might pile in betting on further declines. Okay, momentum traders may look for oversold conditions for a potential rebound. Okay, long-term investors might assess whether the capital raise is beneficial for GameStop. So day traders could look for volatility but must manage risk. Swing traders may wait for contributions of a bottom before entering. Investors should analyze how GameStop plans to use the fund raised. So these are some of the impact it will have. Yeah, GameStop is not looking good. GameStop is not looking good at all, at all. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. So we will see how about that. Mm-mm. Pretty quiet, yeah, right? Yeah, it's pretty quiet as we see. Yeah, we in the past, that's the thing about trading. Quiet. It's quiet. Trading the market live. Yeah, guys. So it is what it is. We are working on this. Let's see there. What's gonna happen? So Tesla. What Tesla is doing. Palantir, nothing, no movement so far, so good. The VIX is still up there. Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft. Let's look at the overall market. What's happening here? Look at this. A mixed, very mixed, right there, right? Nvidia. That's how I trade. It's what I do all day, every day, man. Sitting like a sniper, waiting for something to happen, and then boom, we enter the market, right? Yes, that's what we do. So pretty quiet. We know at 2 o'clock things will start to be a little bit entertaining here. And Amazon. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen soon. The market keep doing a thing. Yeah, remember, guys, at 2 o'clock we will have, yeah. Let's go. Let's see what will happen here. 2 o'clock. How the market will react. Yeah, very interesting day. Pretty quiet right now. The market is pretty quiet. Nothing much. So far, so good. Continue to monitor as this market quiet so far. Let's see what's going on now. There's the Financial Times saying that wide loophole allows non-UK resident to apply for full state pension. All right, nothing much there to say, guys. Yeah, that's Mara there. Well, let's look at GameStop is down. All right, we see the GameStop is down. Let's go to Nvidia. Let's look at what Nvidia is doing. Nvidia. Okay. That's what we do every day here. We sit and grind and watch. Yeah. Nvidia is down. Wow. Today is a crazy day. Look at that movement this morning for Nvidia. From 110 all the way 114, it pulls back, giving it all away and change. That's the thing with this market. No certainty in this market so far, a lot of volatility. All the gains this morning, it's giving up all those gains it made this morning. Nvidia is down. Microsoft, let's go to Microsoft and see what Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is also yeah, at this rate there. Let's see MSFT Microsoft. Not doing much. Yeah. Yeah, pretty neutral. Microsoft also pretty neutral. Palantir is now on the negative. Remember this move this morning? Wow, we made so much money, and this move from here, pretty much we're giving it all back. That's the thing, guys. This market, there is no certainty right now. Okay, it gives, it takes. It gives, it takes. What it gives you, just take it. All right. Market open, pull to the downside, and then it takes off. All right. Fake some what? Fake some bulls here, take beers, and then boom to the upside. That's what Palantir did. We made some money, but yeah, we are in the money in Palantir. Microsoft not much. Meta, let's see what Meta is doing. Meta. Meta is not doing much. This market is not moving anything. Not a needle is moving. Nothing much there as well. Look at that move. All the market are pulling back from these moves. All right, guys. Remember at 2 o'clock we're gonna have a rundown of the market, the afternoon show, and we'll see what happens as we take this to the closing bell at 4 o'clock. Robinhood launched a new feature that will let you get cash delivered to you instead of having to go to an ATM. Okay. So instead of you going to an ATM, they can deliver the cash to you. So Robinhood is wow, that's gonna be interesting. Let's see what Robinhood is doing as this news come. Robinhood as this news happens. All right. So they're launching a new feature that will get you cash delivered to you instead of having to go to an ATM. So making it very comfortable for people there that are using Robinhood. We know Robinhood today, while it's down 1% there. Nothing much so far, no reaction to that news for Robinhood. Let's see how Robinhood will react to that news. Yeah, Robinhood. Let's see how it reacts. Look at this move today. It was that nasty move to the downside, pullback, pretty much consolidating, right? Holding this 44 level. Let's see if we held this 44 level as this news unfold. That's for Robinhood. GME getting crushed and it planned to buy Bitcoin. Yes, we know yesterday GME announced that it's going to buy Bitcoin. Today's offering 1.3 billion. Where's GME? Where's GME? We looked at GME earlier. I was having GME chat, right? I was having a GME chat here. Let's go. GameStop, GME. I was having GME chat here. Where is GME? Yeah. Okay, that's reading. Remember yesterday it announced it's buying game. Yeah, it's been crushed. It's down about 25% now and keep going down. Okay. Yeah, it's getting crushed since this just leverage on leverage bidding on the house of that sole achievement, unifying all the world's criminals under one currency. And all the crypto criminals and seize it and run this game. Yeah, that's GME right there bleeding announces 1.3 billion. They are offering debt offering there, and it continues to bleed. GME 1.3 billion. And yeah. According to the Bloomberg, they're saying that Porsche and Mercedes-Benz will be hit the hardest by President Donald Trump auto tariffs, facing a potential 3.4 billion euros blow from new US tariffs on imported cars. Wow, that's going to be huge. That's going to be really huge. So Mercedes, Benz, and Porsche, they will be hit the hardest. Okay, if these tariffs continue, this auto tariff, that they're estimating a 3.4 billion euros from these new US tariffs on imported cars. If these tariffs continue, so that's the estimated amount they will lose. Yeah, 3.4 billion euros. That is huge for them. So that's what yeah, all right, guys. It's 2 o'clock already. So let's see. Let's give some market rundown here. Hey. Really? I'm live. My wife is calling me. Yeah, I'm on the phone with my wife. All right. That was my wife. She's calling me to check on me. All right, let's see what's happening now. It's 2 o'clock. I will be back shortly as we look at the market. So as we can see here, Rivian shares explode. Rivian is up 6%. As for GM get crushed. Okay, auto tariffs reaction. All right, guys. Guys, I'll be right back. For now, I'll put this on so people will stay engaged. So I come back.
As described. With Mexican corn salad. Yeah, I think it had chickpeas in there. I liked it. I stole some of that. Actually, it was really, really tasty. We had that turkey on ours as well. So turkey in the chili. Oh, I got stuff. Turkey on the sandwich. On the salad. All right, welcome everybody. Yeah, we went for a walk. We got a little free Starbucks over here, so we got that. Although I'm not supposed to support American companies. Maybe Starbucks employing all these Canadians. Yeah, so we do that, and then now we're waiting for the TQs. That's actually the position that we're in. We're only in one position right now. We're short the market. I'm not trying to let this market burn or anything, but we're underneath VWAP. Like I said, we went for a walk just before we went on air, and we missed that short. I told Obi we were sitting at just at 63. It got to 62.95. So we did miss it, but it doesn't matter. I wasn't here anyways. We had our stop up here. If we break the 200 period, it's actually at 63.40. So if we get above that, then that's where we'll eventually stop. Sorry, 60. Oops. 63.40. So that's where we'll stop out right there. But at the end of the day, miss that trade. I'm looking long now, or short now, Obi, in the future. So that's what I'm sort of dealing with right now. How's your day been? We didn't talk to you all day yet.
Boy. Yeah, no, my day's been a little bit different. I've been trading. I wouldn't say distinctly differently, but definitely switching up the style. And
watch the money pile up.
Exactly. Shout out to 50 there. But yeah, no, switch a style up. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes some things don't work. as intended or the same. You gotta shift around. You gotta adapt. You gotta roll with the punches. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. And I've been doing that pretty well today. Normally I trade 1 or 2 names.
Right.
Oh boy, this blotter's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. 5. One of my favorite numbers. 5. I don't know why. But
5 is actually I really like that number too. 5.
I like 5. I don't know why. It's like a weird. It reminds me of the color red, and red is also my favorite color. I don't know. There's some wiring.
Might be in the wrong business, but at least we can go short.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. I mean, sometimes.
Joey, you got Mexican corn salad on there? Come over here.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at this. Would you look at that?
We added something.
Okay, there we go. There's the turkey.
But see, I got some things to inquire about. I mean, I'm not going to complain about this. Looks pretty good.
Right.
But why does Ramin get the brie cheese?
No, it's not brie.
It's not brie. It's cheese. No, it's cheese. It's 100. I'm a cheese guy.
I'll give you one guess why you think Ramin gets whatever she wants.
Man, she's a star.
Okay,
right.
so that's done.
And that's
what's your opinion? If you could use a word to describe the rice, what would you call it?
We'll keep it
fluffy.
Yeah,
fluffy.
Well, yeah. I haven't dabbled into
described
it right
as
now.
Fluffy rice.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll go with. It's fluffy.
Okay.
It's not your
I see you got the
typical
toppings on
jasmine.
there.
Yeah, you got to add it. Well, I had to add a little vegetables in there as well too. But yeah, I mean, we got a big hockey game tonight.
She says that you can take her food. She's not eating it today.
All right, I give you. Oh, so I can get some fire cheese here then.
Let me know how that goes.
All right. I'm a big cheese guy, man. And Adair was just referring to me about the Borson cheese, I believe it is.
Yeah. That's on crackers.
Put those on
crackers. Yeah.
Don't bring that around me.
That's like a holiday thing, man.
I will eat it. Yeah, I will eat it. So, hey.
Is that sea wench? Tonight?
Oh, sea wench tonight. Yeah, 10:15.
10:15.
That's a later. It's a hot slot there for tonight, boys. So yeah,
the Leafs play the Sharks tonight at 10 o'clock.
At 10:15. Yeah, pick what you want. You can come watch the boys at penalty 6 or the Leafs tonight, guys.
There's the food right there. A little bit.
All right. You gotta get it. Nice.
Let's go. Welcome again, everyone. We are back. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's go. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep moving. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. It's rundown, baby. Let's do some rundown for this. All right, what we choosing to talk about? Let's talk what we talk about every afternoon, man. We are locked and ready. We are ready to look at the ticket. As I said, man, the only way to get these tickets out there is to get how to trade the midday show, and then we got to vote for the favorite sticker every day. But you have to be a subscriber though to vote for. Let's say have 100 and some. Let's look at the triple quiz, guys. Let's start with the triple Qs. TQQ is down. The ES is down, 0.25%. The Russell 2000 is also down, 0.25%. Basically, for all 4 major averages. All right, look, Tesla, it started really strong, but entire retracement, almost back to the pre-market lows. Element took it to X yesterday to 1, a significant if the cost is not trivial. When reiterate so it's retracing all. Let's move again. This the $550 price target. Oh man, Tesla interested. Most of the viewers have been seeing what I've been doing on Tesla today. I'm gonna discuss what I've been seeing this morning and what I did on Tesla again. Before I go there quick now, Credit Office opinion survey on dealer financing terms. Let's see. I did see some long. Look at this. It breaks here, may break out of that 280. Look at that, break the 280 and then to 291. Now it's giving all back. Okay. So we're going to keep an eye on Tesla. This run up on Tesla. This is squeeze tape in here. I seen if those buyers are done buying. I want the other side. Look at this. Look, if you take this other side of the trade in Tesla, man, this is a very, very good set. Um, very interesting on the other side. If you take the other side of this, strong move in the morning, man. Beautiful reversion into this afternoon so far for Tesla. Oh, we did have a fun with this Tesla today. If it trade this, especially with all this tariff talk, okay, all this plus it's been a great mover. We talk about it. We've been what? It's so it's been moving, man. Tesla has been moving today. Yeah, so remember, some get short here, get caught. Okay, some people really get caught here on the short side. Yeah, anyways, yeah, get short, then short become longs. They are converted here, and then it just went back. And it's for look at this downtrend, just like giving all back what it it gave everything back now. Tesla. Not looking good for Tesla today. Again, as always, it's been down overall since 30-40% now since the new president came into office. Yeah, I mean, we look at let's add VWAP into this so we can see where those important points are to look at. That's a parabolic move there. Let's add VWAP. Yeah, so now we can see better view on Tesla. Look at that move there. Right there. Let's say if Tesla, if it like 270, if it's down again 270.86, we'll see what it does. But as of now, it doesn't look good. And as tariff talks continue to loom there, all right, we've seen that move. We saw GME again making soft. They are jumping into Bitcoin. So does it look good? Net does look good. So while that Robinhood, we don't see any move after they announced that after the announcement, nothing so far. Yeah. So let's wait and see. So yeah, Tesla, will keep eyes on Tesla. If you enjoy, if you take this trade this morning, kudos to you. But now, yeah, let's see. Oh, Palantir. Let's see some Palantir now. Let's say about Palantir. A couple of headlines here for Palantir. The CIO is cutting IT by 16%. Let's see how that impacts the Palantir is. Yeah, Palantir was just like Tesla this morning. Make a great move there, but not much. Okay, Trump is talking about the drug cartels there, so how that will impact our Palantir and so forth. We'll keep bringing that news as we see what happens with Palantir. So I like Palantir right for a while, right? Because Palantir right now is pretty flat for the day. Look, it's been holding this 91.8, this volume weighted average price. It's been holding that level very, very strong. Look at this move this morning. It faked the buyers here, drop, hold this VWAP, this moving period average, volume weighted average price, holding that, held this the volume weighted average price to the upside, and pretty much flat so far for PLTR Palantir. So, again, same like yesterday. Look at that. If you took it too early yesterday, you get run over, right? If you bought this thing yesterday, look at this move from yesterday. It didn't work out. It just keep falling, falling, falling. Look at that. Keep falling, keep falling. Well, so today again, look at that. Keep falling, falling today until what? 942 to 945 retested that. And then, yeah, pull back all the way to 93.58 there. So if you take the shot at 93.58, it would be it's not greatest day for Tesla, right? For Palantir, PLTR. This is not a great day for PLTR. I remember after the close, we're gonna have Concentrix and Petco and Concentrix. Okay, after the close, earning report. Therefore, all right. So let's see what Palantir is doing so far. We just continue to look. If Palantir come back to this 91.50, this is going to be great to take as if you are a day trader. If I'm a day trader there, that's what I'm going to do. Look at 91.50 here to take the trade. Yeah. So look at this double bottom. All right, 91 around 91.50 ish. Yes. So more deals for Palantir there. So we'll have to wait and see. Not really reacting so far, but we'll keep an eye on PLTR. PLTR, Palantir. Yeah, Palantir stock slides. Tariff could weigh on the shares. Palantir CIO cutting IT teams by 60%, abolish the IT organization to drive agility and innovations. All right. Jim Cramer just said that Palantir is a winner, recommend selling this tech stock. Recommend selling this stock. Okay. So on that's what we're looking at right now for Palantir. Yeah, look at that there. Look at this for Palantir. All right, Palantir not looking good. To look, this been dragging like what 3 days in a row holding these highs, break this high yesterday, and then just cascaded to the downside. Look at held this 95. They are pretty much their support now becoming resistance. If we see that level come again, that will be a strong resistance level and supporting becoming resistance. Therefore, PLTR. This doesn't look good for PLTR. So there's a sideways action so far for PLTR. Let's see if it's been holding VWAP pretty well, though it's been holding, but so far so good. It seems like, yeah, buyers are in charge, but it's a strong pull up from yesterday and today. So we'll see that. Let's see some. I like the white background. So when I come, I'll come talk about NVIDIA, AMD, and NVIDIA. Yeah, much better. NVDA. Let's see NVIDIA. Let's look at some news about NVIDIA, some inventories here for NVDA. All right, Intel's new CEO vowed to compete with NVIDIA, best AI servers. All right, sector update. The NVIDIA backed core waves APL okay, AI GPUs and all that. So Chinese companies Chinese government is suggesting to their companies not to use the H20, the the Nvidia there. So yeah, Nvidia is down 1.4, almost 1.5% there for Nvidia. Look at yesterday's move, that nasty move yesterday for Nvidia all the way down there. Also consolidated a little bit by the end of the day there, about that consolidations, and today it's that same level, right? That same level there, and then 114 level, then that moved down. Okay, we have to look more careful at this bottom 110 there. We'll see. Trading require a lot of patience, and that's what we do. We locked in, we say, okay, I'm telling you, this 114, yeah, 114.15 there, 114.50. Look at that. It's down now 1.3%. So Nvidia is not looking good at all, at all, at all, at all. Huge move yesterday for Nvidia. So kind of disappointing, like for shareholders. Look at this, been retested these highs and then just cascading to the downside. We saw on 110 here. So as long as if we can get back up, we're going to see some move for Nvidia, but want to see maybe at least $1 there. The 110 is paid off a couple of times. Let's say here, right? 110 there. If Nvidia come back to this, buy dips long, but today is not the day. If Nvidia is underneath here, viewer, if it pulled back to 110.90 there long term, yes, I will look to get into some trades into this. But other than that, I know they're producing more chips every year, and if they cannot get rid of the old ones, they're gonna have problems. Okay, and now we're seeing what's coming from China because the old product line. Okay, so we're going to see if DeepSeek and all this gonna create a problem for Nvidia, because we know DeepSeek come say that, hey, we can do way better with less GPUs, so we're going to really watch out for that. So it's not like something you wait. AMD now, Intel coming up strong, all this stream, Broadcom. All right, they're all going to report before Nvidia. So the chip sector getting beat up quick, pretty hard. Okay, so let's see. Let's see Intel. Okay, despite getting new CEO, let's see what Intel is doing. In this space, the chip space right now is getting beaten a lot, like Nvidia, Intel, all these stocks. Okay, Intel not looking good. Intel. Yeah, Intel. Look at that move. Having new CEO, but Intel have been beaten up as well. This stock have been beaten. It's been held in there. It's pretty. Yeah, we'll see. What how it goes. What happens with Intel. And in forecast look ready to drop. What this means for stocks. Going to see some earnings next week. Remember that X is on pace for its first year of ad revenue growth since Musk bought the company in 2022, according to research firm eMarketer. Let's look at the TQs right now. The futures into the close, guys. Let's see Robinhood as well. Robinhood reinvest private banking with Schwab for everyone vision says they expand banking. They offer customers 4% savings. Robinhood is looking to expand. Robinhood, man, we talking about. Yeah. I haven't invested in Robinhood, right? But look at this stock. Yeah, the increase in crypto trading in Robinhood. Robinhood is pretty much flat so far, so good. So nothing much to think about there. Okay. Yeah, Robinhood here. I'm still looking at Robinhood. Let's look at the active trader there. How much there today? The high is 43. The high is 45.54 there. The low is 43.29. That's no, I don't know what's gonna happen with Robinhood. I wish I know our right. So we see what's going on and how it happens. All right. So yeah. Mm, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I like this talk. It's beat up over the last couple of days, but it did have a great rebound of these levels here. These levels here, but rebound these levels. But if we can continue to go higher, if they both go, I I like Robinhood trade. I wish I could brought this instead of JPM, but anyways, I really like Robinhood. This is one of the deep buy opportunities I want to see got involved with. If it let's see, yeah, let me say the PE there. Nonsense, yeah. Mhm. She's PE there is what 23.88, man. Yeah. APP, I just hear APP, App Love, APP there. Whoa, oh my God, whoa. We are app loving, man. We just brought that to you. Boom, wow, wow. Next time we just went short, man. We're talking about web traffic and now it's not accurate. We get that. I guess we get that story when I see it. Okay. I have Moody Water issue short report on company. Whoa, Moody Water issue short report on company. Yeah. Robbie, all right. Up level on there. That's wild. They have APP up loving there to the downside. They are wild. That's whoa, is wild there to the downside. Look at that. It's down almost 10% there for Applovia. APP. Let's go back to Robin Hood and see. That's fine. Then Robin Hood still holding, consolidating pretty sideways underneath VWAP, making lower highs relative to the morning sessions. Yeah, but kind of building of base on top of this 44. It's interesting there on Hood. Okay. I don't know if it's up to no good, but if it's break 44.6, we'll see that we're gonna see that move there. But otherwise, wow, Rivian. Let's go to Rivian. What's happening for it, Rivian? Fantastic today for Rivian. Well, with respect to tariffs, because Rivian, they make their product in the United States. 77% bullish, then 30%. Well, yeah, Rivian is almost up 8%. Yeah. Rivian is bullish today. The market's coming back again. Trump seems less likely to reverse course on auto tariff. This Rivian, this tariff favor Rivian because as we see Rivian there, wow, as tariffs continue, Rivian continues to do very well. Look at this consolidation period. They are at 10.20. They are okay at. This is a mist. This is a mist with Rivian. Oh yeah, so a little bit of miss there. Look at this. Right? If you take this trade there, Rivian is this name is been so beat up, but let's see Rivian. No, nice move there for Rivian there. Up 8%. Up 8%. They're trying to build a plant in Georgia. That's a good look at this move. Yeah, look at this shot. So Rivian is getting that today in hindsight. It's a very easy long this morning, knowing that their cars is well, they're gonna get supported there. Whether or not you like all of this stuff that Elon doing or whatever, but they are really going to be EV buyers that gonna be compete with with Tesla. They're going to be really angry. We're seeing vandalisms, we're seeing all these things on this. But Rivian on the higher end, they have $140,000 Canadian dollars, okay, target for their car. So Rivian's gonna be the Tesla negativity will have a boost on Rivian. We get back off here, we'll see. The tariff news today. Yeah, Rivian looking really nice, holding this VWAP so pull back, hold this general uptrend all the day. Let's sell on the market. Did it sell off that crazily yesterday? Let's look at yesterday. Didn't sell off that crazily yesterday, so 0.5% on the day today. The lowest of the highs. You're shocked. This is over 8%. Okay, making higher highs. They are on higher. Look at these higher highs and higher on Rivian. So this holding this pretty nice. Prior day is high as well. So for that continuation, expanding the relative volume as well. Even though, yeah, look at this volume as well. Relative volume is dropping as well. But look, making high. But look at these levels, okay? Volume been dropping, yeah, sure, but Rivian has been relative volume dropping. So you gotta be careful with this because look, you can see the volume dropping. That's a reversion back 100 for Rivian. But soon, so Rivian is, you have to watch the liquidity they're spreading Rivian there. So in RA stocks continue, Rivian is continuing to do very well there. Yeah, that's Rivian right there. So we'll see if it's Yeah, Intel up 0.5%. Yeah, strong. They have been beaten a lot. Let's see how that goes. What are you guys trading? So, and this is an amount of tickets. So, distinctly different than usual. Let's see Tesla. The short call really matter. We have ourselves, man. Look at that, man. Yeah, the Tesla. Tesla is, if you get this Tesla short here, you'll be wild, man. You'll be killing it, man. Good job there. Getting this. Let's look at Applove on short report. Okay, let's look at what happened. Applove APP short report there in this short report. APP. Whoa, look at that Applove short report. There was news come out. There was definitely a news about Applove. Shares are trading lower after Moody Water issued a report on the company. They issued a report on the company. So what's the report? So let's see. Let's see the Applove. Apploving. Apploving share. Moody Waters. Moody Waters report. Moody Waters report. Is Applove is down. They are 11.8%, man. Remember this Applove Incorporation provide application technology platform. The company software platform and apps. Its software platform is primarily made up of 4 key solutions such as app discovery, max, and others. Right then. If you got the put, man, that's a move. I don't know how the money water position is, but if they are flat and they said they're doing research and just give it as a pay service to the view or to their subscribers, so that's one thing, right? Because that's research. Now people push report is their opinion is fine. Okay. Nothing in that time. I'm thinking fine. Let's look at that move for Upload. Upload. Look at this volume today after this news that came up. This stock have been dropping until this news comes up and then whoosh to the downside. Upload is down, down 11%. S&P 500 is still down on the negative territory. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's 2:45, so yeah, pretty much quiet market. Not much going on. General Motors getting crossed, Ford crushed, their Rivian enjoying the tariff news. Let's see at Tesla. Tesla is getting spicy a little bit here. Tesla, if it comes up here, we're gonna see getting spicy there again. Tesla here. Let's look at the level 2 for this stock. We're gonna give it a little bit low there. Mhm. This is getting up love is not looking good so far. So far. We're not beating our love. Let's look at the cues. Let's look at the futures. Right, at 2:45, we're gonna look at the. So we're gonna look at the entire markets and see what's happening. Mm. We'll make money whenever this game turns cents, okay? But it will have justified the risk. So I have to do that in the head because this is why I've been talking with the guys last night. Because so many decisions that you have to make all of the time throughout the day. So it's try to make as soon as possible because down to down to the 50 period, and we try to empty half of our position, and we don't want to be more than half if the 1-to-1 ratio is not one. Okay, talking about ratio risk to reward. If it's 40 cents worth of risk, I want to be half of my position by that 40 profit mark. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. And the only hours we have tonight, join Adara and myself, will be Lululemon. Lululemon. Also, let's look at Lululemon today. Earnings Lululemon. Lululemon. Okay. Lululemon. Okay, right. Look at that move today. Lululemon. Fantastic move there. Volume fading away a little bit on the summertime. Had some Lulu. Okay, we're gonna see more casual stuff there for Lululemon. Yes. Let's see what Lululemon will do today. Remember, Lululemon have added. Man, yeah, oh boy, man. Yeah, Miami, man. Next we're gonna go to Miami. Beautiful. I know it's beautiful down in Miami. Would like to visit in Miami. It's have some beautiful weather there. So like conversations, like trading cars event. They have some hosts there in Miami. And kind of networking and stuff. Okay. So we love to go to Miami. That would be a good trip. get away from the desk and all that. Then so Lululemon, they're coming there, earnings report, and get away. Okay, yeah. Enjoy it. Lululemon. Guys, remember we're going to the game after the market closes. We'll be going to exercise. Yeah, gonna exercise. It's gonna be fun. So we are looking at Lululemon right now. Yeah, pretty much flat so far. Remember, earnings. Lululemon will report earnings after the close. So we're looking forward to that earning for Lululemon. Get flat, quiet so far. Nothing much. Intel up a little bit. We saw Tesla. They are picking up some speed there a little bit, but hey, nothing much. Very quiet so far. The market is so quiet so far. So we're seeing Tesla trying to grind up again slowly to the upside there. Let's see what Tesla want to do. If it's I have to Tesla. Let's see. That's Nvidia. Let's look at Amazon. What Amazon is doing. There's Nvidia not doing breaking now. VWAP trying to grind to the upside there. Volume picking up a little bit there for NVDA. We see some volume picking up some volume there for Nvidia. Yeah, I love to go to Miami. So just finish trading and go and see. It's gonna be fun, gonna be lit. A lot of traders in Miami, a lot of activities going on. Look at this Nvidia there breaking VWAP. So let's see now grinding up again there after that catastrophic bleeding to the downside there. So nothing much, there's not much going on in the market. Okay, so we keep an eye on everything. So we're gonna look at the futures. Let's see what's happening in the futures. The futures, yeah. The SPY 57, pretty much flat right now. The SPY is flat right now. The Russell's also is down to 0.22%. Okay, Nasdaq was up down 0.1%. There, crude oil up 0.4%. The Dow is down. Gold is up 1.5%. All right, guys, just holding there. You guys just all right. The Tesla there right now grinding towards that 280. Say again if it's going to get up there, picking up some momentum again for Tesla. Yeah, as it pick up momentum to the upside there for Tesla right now. Interesting. So far so good. Tesla coming right this 280 mark there. So if Tesla reach 280, we're gonna VWAP there at 280. Let's see if what is going to do. All right, but as of now, We're picking up with some momentum here to get back in here. So whether we're going to short, if it get back in there, it's 280. Let's see what Tesla have to offer for the rest of the day. So far so good, pretty quiet. Market pretty quiet so far, nothing much going on, but we'll still keep watching this market. It's always crazy momentum. We spike anytime. Trump will tweet any moment, so you never know what the market brings, right? You never know what the market brings. What is, yeah. So let's go back. Let's see. I see the overall market. Look at this. So Broadcom down 3.47%, Nvidia down, Apple 1.4% to the upside, Microsoft up 0.4%. Okay. ABT up 3.4%. Yes, Tesla, they are 290, they're briefly, and we said right there, Tesla is making a U-turn again from this position right there. Okay, at 290 added there. Right, long APP. Let's look at APP up there. Oh yeah, let's building up there this support. Let's see APPLV if it's finding support at this level here. That will be a good support so they up towards the upside. So yeah. Some other tariffs expected to raise vehicle prices slash car market earnings. Okay, so let's see how that will affect. We've seen already that affecting Trump pulls nomination of Elizabeth for UN to protect House majority. Veto Collier, women in ties have agitated fashion for centuries. Why does so? So Tesla is getting back down again. We're seeing Tesla that don't move there. Let's see again how Tesla is making a U-turn back to the downside there for Tesla. Let's see what a great field that was, man. Let's go. Let's see how that turns out up there. They are turning there. Uh-huh. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's get a little bit too excited here. So much so far, so good. Nothing happening. Often look like you're gonna break that level there again. If we see this level going to be 12.79 to 85.79. Okay, 286.21. Yeah, if it's going to them. Tesla didn't get up to be up here for Tesla, but making yeah. Look at this pullback there again. Google, let's say Google. Nvidia still look at that breaking down taking VWAP is going to hell. Their VWAP is going to hell for Nvidia. If it break there this level, we're going to see the 110 again retested. Let's see how that will be. This okay. Let's see again. Nvidia is pulling now. Let's see testing VWAP again over on the VWAP. There we're seeing some if we're going to respect VWAP or not. It's max every. Let's see Google. What Google is doing, we know Google have been beaten up recently a lot. Google is down 1.5%, 62, keep going down, keep fading to the downside there for Google. Having my eyes on Google. Google, yeah, still continue to grind to the downside. Nvidia, they are right. Let's see if Nvidia is gonna respect the VWAP. Yeah, let's see that if it respect the VWAP or not. That's Tesla. Tesla is fading again. Look at Tesla. Look at down move there for Tesla. Let's go to the biggest screen and see Tesla right now. This is Lulu right now. Lululemon. Yes, we'll come back to Lululemon. Let's see so Tesla, man. Now Tesla is moving again to the downside there. Look at this down move there for Tesla. Tesla has, yeah, look at this pullback there. Strong pullback there for Tesla. Let's say Tesla if it's going to retest the lows out there. Now let's look at the spider. Look at volume picking up there again for Tesla. A little bit of volume start to pick up. Look at the dip, volume very strong, and then volume continue to fade. Look at that volume continue to fade as the days continues. The volume continue to fade a little bit. So look at this flush coming in now for. Let's see the SPY. If the market is coming to the downside. Point down 0.55, 0.18%. That's my style, man. The style, it doesn't matter what style you have to have a winning trade. All right, just like Tesla earlier. The long was better. You want to I want long. That long was lit. At the open here. That's it. That's the kill. That's the downside push. Okay. So your style, that's what matters in the market is you win it. All right. Those style doesn't matter. This style, I have style, this is your style. You know what matters? Winning, man. Your PNL at the end of the day, how much you have in your PNL. All right. If you don't make money, you don't last long in the game, right? Look, Nvidia just didn't respect there. We saw that. We say, and this move it will not respect VWAP, and that's exactly what happened. Man, Nvidia bang right now to the downside. Tesla bang to the downside. Google right now bang to the downside. Okay, yes. So we're gonna continue to see this how this would play out over under there. see there Nvidia, if we get to that VWAP again, down we see it's short there, we head into the downside there, down 1.2% to the downside. So like I shot there. It's really struggling there. Tesla, they have really find a support at this level, so you just continue to bounce. And so, guys, that's what matters at the end of the day. Is your P&L, your profit. Okay, it's not just talking. It's not what if we are grinding every day, bringing this to you. At the end of the day, what I mean, all right. So the market is going is that's not totally true. So guys, remember this market. So there are dealers in the market. So if you are buying, the dealers are taking the other side of your trade. If you are short selling, the dealers are taking the other side of the trade. Okay. So so that's what important that every day, every single day. Okay. So so that's the so that's that's it. That's the most important thing. Okay. And remember, if stocks are going, dealers are holding more of the stock, and they have the inventory, having inventory of stock, and then cash inventories. McKinney is live right now, the Canadian Prime Minister. All right, he's talking about how tariffs, he's having some tariff talk there, how this will be impacting Canada. Okay. So remember, Donald Trump have supposed to sign some executive orders at 2 p.m. We talked about that earlier, but we haven't had anything yet about that. So now Tesla again continues there, continue to move there to the downside. We can see there what Tesla is doing right now. Whatever tariff gonna slap on. Well, okay. So all these plants we had this. So we know people. Okay, I know people that worked in these auto tariff for plants there. Okay, so let's see. Tesla is continuing to drift towards the downside. There are a lot of momentum there. So let's see there. Tesla is pulling back. Let's see if Tesla going to give up all these day gains today. If going to day gains today. So we'll see this parabolic event, straight parabolic to the upside. Let's see how that's gonna be. Yes, Tesla at 275 now on the one, and then they are gaining some. And remember, the more people talk about tariff, President Trump is the one who held the cards. Okay, so if he holding the cards, we're going to see per second going to be a huge day. Okay, so per second is the tariff day. Okay, April 2nd. Around the first. So, remember, he wanted to do this, but he said, no, I'm going to do it April 2nd because people will think he's joking, right? And he's not joking about it. So we'll see about that, how that April 2nd. So let's say again, retracing this, despite they are testing VWAP, let's say they are short sellers going to short this to the downside again. If it's going to or not, I'm gonna think that. All right. As the SPY right there, volume picking up a little bit there. We see fading, the volume faded away, volume fading away there. Mm. There's nothing much happening right now. So far, so good in the market. Yeah. Okay. Just it's a group chat was about soccer today. Yeah, going for soccer practice later. And not today. I have to drive 1.5 hours to go for soccer practice, man. And the Ramadan is good, so it's tough. So yeah, maybe on the weekends or so. But right now, not today. So guys, we have less than 1 hour before the market closes for today. It's been an interesting day. So tomorrow we'll continue again to see how this market unfold. Yeah. Tesla CEO Elon Musk says his company is not immune to President Donald Trump's newly announced tariff on imported cars and car parts. Okay. So we're gonna see some interesting conversation now start happening right now, as Elon Musk is say once effect from Trump tariff is not trivial for Tesla. That he's trying to say that this is gonna be impacted. His company will be impacted with tariffs if that continues. So let's see what that means and how that means for Tesla and the rest. We've seen Tesla, yeah, moving up and then down again. Investors warn Rachel Reeves she has little fiscal room for errors. So that's the S&P 500 right now, pretty much quiet. Market not doing much. US auto tariffs have Chinese EVs to raise or higher. Hmm. All right, guys. They say Anthropic announced that its researchers made a breakthrough in probing how large language models like the one that powers Anthropic Cloud chatbot formulate responses. While AutoZone and other car part stocks are gaining on Trump tariffs. So remember, the tariff is for full cars, all right? So if a part is being made in the US, that part is not gonna be taxed. So the 5 alarming statistics that underscore the urgency of the global food and nutrition security situations and discuss how data innovations are pivotal in combating global hunger. So the market is trying to back to the green side. Let's see how that impact of continues. All right, Carrie Mulligan gives a marvelous performance in the Ballad of Wallis Island, stemming and co-written by Tim Key and Tom Bersden about a lonely man on a remote British island who brings about a reunion of his favorite folk duo. Deutsche Bank names new CFO in latest leadership shakeup. Tesla will plunge more than 50% to $130 once HSBC is warning that if this trend continues with Tesla will continue to fall over the next few days or months to come. Tesla, it has been struggling. Yeah, let's look at Apple. I feel like Apple is strong today for the day. Apple, Amazon, the Meg, the Meg 7, the Mac 7, Apple, yeah. Apple is up 1.3%. The upside right now for Apple. Yeah, look at that 225 there, 0.02 double top there. The double top there, Apple pulled back out of that double top. They are trying to grind back to the upside there again. Tesla continue its sideways move. So far, so good. All right. So Nvidia, same thing. Still over under VWAP. They are doing some over under VWAP. So nothing much going on right now with Nvidia. Like Amazon. Let's look at Amazon. Right. Remember, in and around that 200 area, that's where Jeff Bezos made those significant selling. So let's look at what that means here. It does the VWAP because it does the VWAP create. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at this. Okay, hanging on just on top of VWAP there for Amazon there. But over 200 is holding. Look at it yesterday, right? It dropped from 207, come crashing, all the way to 200 before it stopped crashing. Today, break below the 200 and reclaim back 200, and it's been held in 200 for the rest of the day. So that's interesting look for Amazon. So far, so good. I have eyes on Ford earlier, a quad group. Be right back. Okay. Let's see, man. Let's have a seat outside here. Enjoy this weather and this action. Still consolidating and around this. My intimate. Yeah. Beautiful right now. Maybe all the day here. You can see Tesla here. I'll be right back. Let's look at this liquidity trap here. So far, so good right now. Yeah. Let's see what's going on right now. Beautiful. Sweet action here. Okay. That micro above this move. This market is just trading sideways right now. Tesla is trading sideways. All right. And yeah, Palantir. Let's look at PLTR. Palantir. PLTR. Palantir. Yeah. Uh, where PLTR. Palantir. They are over under. They are put down. They are GME. They are an earnings there. Let's look at GMA. What GMA is doing so far, so good. Yeah, you just fading. All right, come on here, pull back here, come back to view up. They are faded. Come pull back. Look at it. We've been grinding down to this. So nothing much. Market there. Apple is still strong there. Look at this holding this period moving average. Yeah, this volume weighted average price here. Holding that strongly up. Tesla is looking to be pulling again to the upside there. Let's see if Tesla, we have like what 40 minutes to go before the market closes. So let's see what's happened for Tesla. Tesla is pretty much flat all day, every day. Nothing much, nothing spectacular happening so far with the market. Pretty quiet so far. Very quiet day today for the market. Yeah, sometimes like that. You don't have anything. The market is all right. Market is up now. We saw the move. We break this. We saw this VWAP. Yeah, reclaim VWAP, and then let's see if it's trying to go to the upside there again for the market. So volume picking up there again. We can see some volume picking up in the market so far. All right. So let's see how it's 320 right now. 321 as we see. Markets continue to move to the upside very strong there right now, catching volume to the upside there. Yeah, let's look at some option trades. Some options there, all pro. Let's see some options. The pretty much rep changes there. Options getting there. Let's look at Meta. That Meta is spiking a little bit. Let's go to Meta and see. Let's see if there is opportunity there. Yeah, trying to break VWAP. They are just spiking between 590, 600 there, 6 or 7. He's trying to break VWAP. Let's say there, if breaking VWAP, they're buying there. If you hold above VWAP, we might see that Meta going up. That's good. Okay, remember 575 to 580. If look at that, all the way to almost 650. All right, like Meta is pulling back there. All right, market is. I understand the market is rallying to the upside. Okay, the market is going up. Meta is holding view up there. So far, so good. All right, the features there. We look at the features. All right, the market is moved from red to green. Now let's see if this can hold. The market can hold the greens. So see. All right. Yeah, let's see. All right, the market is strong now to the upside. Elizabeth Warren just posted every public school parent, every public school teacher, every public school librarian or bus driver or administrator, everyone who educates our kids, we must all link arms. I stand with the Massachusetts educators who are in this fight all the way. Lawsuit filed in Boston aims to block Trump from dismantling the US Department of Education. So breaking news there. All right. Picking up some space there, man. Yeah, Tesla is picking up some. Market is in general is picking up some momentum. Volume is picking up there for the market. All right, volume picking up for the market there. Let's say as this market come to almost all right 30 something minutes ago. Yeah, volume picking up there for the market. Let's see how that volumes continues there. So this tariff is going to be hit all these cars, all right, like the Japanese cars, Middle East, there, China, Europe, all these cars gonna get hit. We're gonna see how these autos unfold on this 1050. Okay, Ford got hit, GM got hit, so they all this thing pretty choppy. Okay, yeah, let's see the auto car is right. Ford, yeah, and GM. So Apple continue to match to the upside there, so you can see continue matching to the upside. Yeah, it's again this pretty flat. So it was down. GM was down 7% today. We're holding there. Look at that bit after the tariffs, after the announcement of tariffs yesterday. So for same team, been building from 10 there, 9.975 there. Let's see what's up. Yeah, let's see. Uh, Look at that. Okay, Jerome, GM, GM. It's been held in, all right, 6.42%. Oh, all right, Tesla there. Tesla is, yeah, Tesla Marshall up there. Let's say VWAP. Tesla have been respecting VWAP so far, so good. Let's see again if it's gonna turn again on VWAP again, just like it did earlier, turn from VWAP down there. Let's see again what Tesla want to do. So far, so good. It's again trying to grind to that 280 level there. Short sellers, if they're going to stop again, step in again, shut them again. There's people who say I pressed finger, 7 fingers. I just think that what we do on this show. What I do is very unique, talking about entries and about risk management and being here everyday life. Man, that's the I just don't know when markets are home. We here every day talking about our journey and hopefully getting some values. Okay, so you guys know you're missing that target. I don't know how that works, But congratulations to each and every one of you, all right, for watching this. Hmm, hmm. Let's say GMA. This is one of the. Uh, let's look at GMA, man. GMA still struggling. They are still at there. Let's say by tomorrow, as this continue to break, we will be consolidating today and then whoosh to GMA. Because you have to put in the work, man. Trading is not funny. It's tough. It takes time. It takes work. It's definitely not easy. Still trying to figure out a lot of things. Where I like to be, but I come a long way, and I get growth and improvement, and definitely something that you are able to strive for, right? So it's a very tough journey. So I wish anybody who is attempting this best of luck. And yes, keep on the grounding stage, stay locked in as best as you can. But this is tough. It's a tough game. That is the game that we play. Just like taking a little bit pull back here right now. Uh, yeah, GameStop have been selling off pretty much all day. Nothing much. Yeah, been involved with it multiple times. Enough messaging. All right, GM to okay, making a U-turn again there. For down 6.8%, guys. Let's see Google. What Google is doing for there, make Google. Let's see Google. What Google is doing. So first of all, we have like 30 minutes ago for the end of the trading day today. Google is pretty much flushing all day, every day, all day. Google have been flushing. Look at this flush from yesterday, from 171. You could keep flushing to 162. There, that's the low for the day, 162.31. Let's see what is not the best place right now to get long. Let's see if it retests that low of the day again. If it we have like 30 minutes to go, we cannot do pretty much right now. All right, so right now sit down and cash is king right now and just observe the markets. All right, I know this trading is hard, trading is tough. All right, but this is choose this game. This is a tough game to be in. All right, it's sad, but definitely you put on the work, you put on the make it, you will. If you put on the work, man, it's just like any other work. Okay, Rivian today is the beneficiary of all what goes happen today again. All right. RIVN Rivian today was is up 6%. It's up 9%. Rivian continue to grind to the upside. What a move for Rivian, right? Letting things look the market's making a U-turn there again. But let's go and look at Rivian. Yeah, Rivian they are just hit a high of the day. They are just a moment ago. All right, and then now let's see Rivian. They are 13-point trade there. Oh, 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 uh, uh, uh. Look at that Lululemon, man. Look at Rivian today, right? Rivian is holding up there, Rivian. They wait for your levels, man. And you pick your poison, man. There are a lot of stuff there. You gotta pick your poison. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I have the shot. All right. If you take the shot to Rivian right now, Okay, today is a green day. All right, green day is a green day. Tesla, we took that earlier and then make them on the front side of the trade. We'll make that money on the front side. So now it's on the back side there. If you take this trade on the front side this morning, you should be pretty much comfortable, right? You should be green day. General Motors, there, Tank, and there, fraud. All right, Rivian, the futures there. Yeah, it's a tough market today. It's off, man. Let's say Palantir, right? Again, what Palantir is do is the kind of trade you want to do. Man, this is what we do here. Palantir, PLTR. All right, PLTR continue to over on the viewer, okay? All right. Mm. Yeah, GameStop by $1.3 billion. So offerings, okay? They drop an offering on you, okay? For GameStop, it's like a scam there, putting out a liver. All right, start to believe in the company again, and then Quadrum. Why is that shareholder? Is that cool? I'm not in it. I'm talking about GME, okay? Just after earnings, picking up. Okay, we start liking the car, start liking the company, and then boom, the markets it start quadrupling again. It sucks, man. Day after earnings, let this stock build. Will give to it as a chance, especially those that take a risk with you, right? So people put their life saving or hard-earned money into your stock, to believe in what you're doing, and then like the forward like that, and then wow, down 25%, right? 22%, 25%. That's insane. That's wild. You know, look at that. Sorry, I get excited about trade, but I get passionate about what we talk about this stuff. But at the end of the day, man, it's bad. It's terrible, man. It's, remember, at the end of the day, there are people's money in this thing, man. There's real money. This is real money we trade in here, and people get hurt. Okay, so if everybody gets shot, there's every two sides to everything, man. It's a tough business, it's a tough call, man. And I feel that for people who are needs to be the money, okay. Okay. Look at that. All right, that's GMA right there. The available on this. Find these things, right? Okay, guys. GMA, man, this is bad. This is not pretty. Can you imagine? Just 1 point GameStop drops. All right, is selling $1.3 billion of notes to buy Bitcoin. Okay, they're selling 1.3 billion, so they fucking buy debt. Okay, selling notes there to buy Bitcoin, so they're offering debt there. All right, that's why the stock is dropped. It and remember, a few days ago, GameStop is selling 1.3 billion. All right, notes to buy Bitcoin in convertible notes. GameStop to offer $1.3 billion in convertible notes ahead of Bitcoin investment. Okay, private offering of convertibles. That's me dumping this stuff. That's unfair to investors. What will say about that? We'll see what they do. If they're gonna buy some Bitcoin, you jump into the Bitcoin business. And by yesterday, yeah, Bitcoin announced and GME announced that they're going to jump into the Bitcoin business. Yeah. Then what? Yeah. Hmm. Look at that. Yesterday they had earnings, right? And then they throw off offerings. That's really unfair. Look at that. So I build a Bitcoin reserve. They didn't do any. All right, but look at this. All right, break this, destroy this stuff. It is. They're so bad, man. So bad for investors, man. Mine down 23%. All right. Yeah. Mhm. So this is how I plan my day, man. The day I will plan, have pretty much an idea what I want to do. All right. So every day, all right, before the next day. So and I have a bias, but then with the market, how it goes. So then I'll look at. So then I'll just look at a bit of both and respect the stock, have it something in mind. But then I'm flexible also to changes, right? If coming to the day and then looking at the future, looking at news that's unfolding. So then I'll come into the market thinking, okay, we close very, very strong or close very, very weak. And I look at a certain stock specifically. For example, right now I look at Tesla because Tesla has been in the news a lot, has been beaten up a lot. And look at the Mark 7. So look at that and determine, okay, is my bias still holding or do I have to change my bias and what's happening there? All right, I will look for the continuation for long or the continuation for short for the following day, and the execution how I'm going to enter into the long and how I'm going to enter into the short. All right, and I'm watching the tape and I'm seeing this opening. Right after this opening, want to step away or step in and then see what that's hold. Okay, so basically that's what I most times do. Look at price action, how interesting the price action is. Let's look at the how aggressive the price action is. Let's look at the buyers wiping into the ask or the sellers wiping into the bid, and then pretty aggressive actions in both ways. And then as we tend to look now who is wiping who more. So if buyers are wiping or the buyers are more aggressive than the sellers, then we know that then the selling is aggressive. Then let's wait and see and then make the move. So basically those are kind of the ways flip the pan and adapt in real time based on what the action what I'm seeing. And even though I didn't plan out this shot, but then we make all right. So remember three. As of right now, 8 more minutes, the imbalances will be coming in 8 more minutes. And sometimes I have to flip the script. So that's the beautiful thing about understanding about being a trader. You've kind of a chameleon, all right? You can have a bias, but then we come into the market, you look at the market, you see, all right, is my bias holding? And as it goes, you see how it changes. I have a strong opinion about going long or going short, but I see the market, I see the price action, I see that sellers are potentially in charge, then I confirm that they are in charge, then I'll just let go of that. So basically, that's what I do. I mean, if we be able to be comfortable to able to flip up that bias, all right, and follow your instinct as what advice and being confident with my positions, because at the end of the day, how confident we okay. All right. So, for example, if you look at the confidence enough to take this trade, confidence enough to punch out as well. So, if I'm really wrong, so I gotta be wrong at some point. If we just keep on going, yeah, where's the stop out? Where is gonna say, hey, wait a second, that's my day, and it's all go from one bad idea to the next. So you be okay. So look at this. So this over under, get your stop loss, get exactly where do you want to go, and then make your decision. All right. So yeah, Palantir positive. Look at that. Tesla, if you are on the front side of the market, front side of initial move, they are traded per area baseline for sure. Okay, at 91 there. So Lululemon, remember after the bell, Lululemon is going to report. We'll see how that Lululemon, Lululemon, yeah. What do you think? Yeah, after the bell, yeah, for Lululemon reporting after the bell. So we're going to see how that's happen. We're going to see. I don't know what I think about that, but you can see it bounce off this period here. We will talk about the expected. Nike reported good, so if Lululemon can do the same, we have that. But if it does go temporary, maybe we're going to 310, 336 again. And if it goes to the upside, we're going to see that high taking to that high again, or taking this period here, this low VWAP. So if it does drop, oh, so let's see what's gonna happen. All right, 317 or 310 here if it drops. All right. So right into here. So this is why we're gonna be looking at this. And yeah, if you look at the light into the here, so maybe that's the burn. This 311. All right, let's see how bad or how good this report is going to be with Lululemon. So if you look at longer term frames, like us compared to last year, so let's see Lululemon on long. If it's if it's 300, 32, 38, or 300 low, if it's bad, like that, 294, 298 to Lululemon. Okay, sure. So if it's come out to the other side, maybe we'll see here they are 370 or 10% move. They are 370 there. We want to see that Lululemon right here, right there. All right. This area around this area here, very very important area. If it goes up 10%, if it's downside, then we might see these levels here be tested. So that they are like pretty much the earnings due. Yes, earning 2.6 expected there. Let's see. That's earnings after markets. All right. And the conference call is at 3:30 p.m. Standard Time. Earning conference call is at 3:30 Standard Time. Therefore, Lululemon. Estimated the previous earnings was actual is 2.87 billion. 2.87 actually are their earnings of. So only 2 minutes to go before we get the imbalances. So remember the imbalances is make the market flip moves a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes before. All right, so be careful as the imbalances approaches. So in 1 minute there, the imbalances will be there in 350. As we approaching there to close, let's see what Lululemon is up 1.3. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's look at the market, overall market, as we approach to the close. Let's see, market still holding there. View up. Let's see if the market holding there. Let's see. Let's look at the imbalances and see. Let's see what the imbalances. Tesla tanking there. Whoa. Tesla is tanking there as. All right. You're going to the downside, man. Tesla is going head into the downside there to 274, 274. Boom! This imbalance side, and that's downside. Tesla, they are likely to feel better amid US tariff, UVS's Trump tariffs in stream by market. Market's 800 million to buy. The Nasdaq is 500 million to sell. Another currency is when President Trump threatened us again, we will fight back, with everything we have to get the best deals for Canada. Trump in the next day or two. Mhm. Well, the market continued to head to the downside there as the imbalances there. There we go. Look at that. Tesla. Tesla is about to go red. Look at that. All that gain today is, let's see, NVIDIA. NVDA. Let's see. That's it. Tesla is heading to negative. NVIDIA there. PLTR move already to the red, down 2.25% to the downside. NVIDIA is down 2%. Wow, look at that move. The imbalances. Tesla crashing. Wow. Palantir crashing, everything crashing. Ford, General Motors, Ford. Let's say the treasuries. Ford. Uh, Look at that. T TQQs, yeah. Let's see TQQs. Tesla continued at 273 there. Try to see if we can hold on the positive before the market closes there in 5 to 7 minutes. It's 273.12. 270. Let's see if there's some of those stuff that can hit. Mm. Let's look at the Nasdaq there. Let's look at the futures. What's happening now? Everything's moving. It's down to the negatives. It is the Nasdaq there. Yeah. Nasdaq futures go down. They are breaking these levels here. Let's see if this continues to hold or not. There's 72 half for Tesla. Tesla by cloud. 1 more minute before these imbalances get flipped. Okay, they get cleared and they get flipped. Okay, the market is flushing like a crazy in the next 6 minutes. Sellers, sellers going into the end of the day today. Sellers are really in charge today. Wow, Tesla down their 0.1%, giving up everything against again. Let's see how that will really finish positive for you there. Right, guys, we have less than 5 minutes to go before the market close. Let's see what Nvidia doing on that selling balance. As sell balance build, it's Nvidia to the red side there. TQs there again down. Look at that, bringing bounce right at the V up there for the Qs. Look at this graph there for TQs there. We got Ford as well. Ford, yeah, we saw Ford, we see GM. What's your best trade today? What best opportunities I give for the Tesla? Alright. Tesla was one of the best opportunities. The reversion is definitely Tesla. Uh, but opportunities, I was go with GMA. But yeah, Tesla. But the Tesla was a bit of a miss there. Yeah, guys, less than what 5 minutes to go before the market. Trump automobile tariffs are liking a fire under these two stocks. In a long day, man. Yeah. APP has another rough day today. The stock is down 14%. It is yet another shot. After the harassment, Lululemon coming. Lemon, yeah. All right. Man, and the market is finishing today negative to the downside. Let's look at the overall market. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening for me. So we might be here back tomorrow. Try to be consistent every day. I know it's not easy right now. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I'll try to be consistently going live trading to if you understand. But like 4:30. All right. I will start this situation. The lightning link. Tomorrow is already Friday. What a week we are having, man. All right, guys, remember the market will be closing in what? In less than 1 minute now. Look at this move. Already spied. Yeah, we saw some tariff impact there, some moves there, like Tesla, for General Motors, Rivian, all this. We saw crypto there, GME going into crypto, offering 1.3 billion offering their dollar offering. We saw Wood competing there with providing ease access to cash to its investors and customers. So the market is closed in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yes, the market is officially closed, man. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you again tomorrow.